Next up for our fretboard exercises, as you might expect, we're going to move to 4s. Instead of playing in groupings of 3, we're now going to add a 4th note to our pattern that extends from every scale tone. So it's going to sound like this. And then downwards. Changed it a little bit on the way down to get more of the fretboard in there, but that's the idea. Now, from every scale tone, we're going to be counting up 4. So with scale degrees named, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we skip to 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 1, 6, 7, 1, 2, 7, 1, 2, 3, 1. So that's the basic C scale in the open position version, just so we can wrap our heads around it, spend as much time there as you need to. But now let's continue on. Let's put it in a more difficult spot. I'm going to play on the 5th position, and I'm going to play in the key of F, as in Frankie, Fran, field mice. Okay, so in 4s, I'm starting on the lowest note that is under my finger, which in this case is C within the key of F. And I'm going to play up as high as I can, or I need to. Okay, stretching where necessary. And for this one, I'm going to play with alternate picking using my index finger, and I'm going to put a metronome with it. And then downwards. And I think I lost my alternate picking along the way, so that's something I should work on to tune up. But that would be the idea. Then you shift it position by position, and you work through all 12 of the keys. This one's nice. This one might even be easier to comprehend, certainly from certain angles, like with alternate picking or the timing, because it's a grouping of 4. If you're on the click and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, it lines up more predictably on the bar. And if you were to play it all, say, for instance, this pattern all on one string, your alternate picking is going to end up going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And it's going to continue to do that, but what might happen, and this is what makes alternate picking tricky, is that you're going to switch strings in places that aren't necessarily even. So while it might be nice to play 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, all with your alternate picking so that you have a consistent pattern within the picking, that's not what happens. You have 1, 2, 3, 1, and then you go to the next spot. You're on an up pick, and then you have to go down again. And I don't think I adhered strictly to the correct alternate picking for that piece, but just to give you an idea, that's what you would end up doing, and that's why it's such a trick to execute that as an extra layer. If you're not interested in alternate picking, ignore that and just go with your thumb and just go down, 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 down on everything, and it'll be fine. You'll be learning the fretboard. Take the skill at whatever level you are at. But if you've really got it, or you want to try and push more practice through the door at once, then you can always add that extra facet. But certainly, if possible, I would try and add the metronome, at least so you know kind of how fast you're moving through this material. If you haven't already, please go register at liveukulele.com/fretboard. It's free, and you can download all of the PDF handouts that go along with this material so you can see the stuff written down and also get your hands on a practice routine so you can visualize and imagine how you might work this into your practice sessions without it being just incredibly overwhelming, which I'm sure it seems like it is if you're just watching your way through these videos. But really, I'm just trying to set you up with the concepts so that you can break it way down and incorporate one little tiny piece of it into each of your practice sessions, and you spread it out so that you're getting an even view of all of these different keys, all of the different positions, and all of the different patterns.